Hi, we're here at Wilson. Ryan Brown here with Golf WX, and I'm here with John Pergande.
How are you?
Great, nice to talk to you. So we have a couple things we're going to talk about. Obviously, really excited. You guys got Gary Woodland on board to add to addition to your staff players, and with that, you've got a lot of new products. And the first we have here is the Cortex.
Yeah, the Cortex. That was the driver versus driver show winner. If you follow the journey of that, which starts with Evan Hoffman and this crazy little idea of having a very thin amount of titanium and wrapping it in carbon fiber just to put the structure where you need it. And after a whole lot of iterations and a whole lot of testing, we ended up with where the Cortex driver is right now, which has turned out to be just a really great looking driver, which is intuitively functional, very highly adjustable, spin control, direction control, loft control with adjustability on the shaft, and even different shafts to like ideally fit or allow a consumer to get ideally fit into what the product is.
Yeah, and you have a lot of options with the shaft, and I think one of the coolest things about the driver versus driver show is the testing and the R&D. Like us golf nerds, we love to see how things are made, and to see how you did that, it was really cool.
Well, I mean, part of it is a television show and how you see it, but we truly did follow the journey of things that we normally do. We put things in front of our tour players on several occasions to review shape and function and sound. We put them in front of some fitters. We put them in front of some retailers. We put them in front of average consumers. And every one of those things is a test to how can we get this product to perform better and ensure that the final product here is going to deliver for the average person who wants to make the purchase.
Awesome. Now, once you hit one of these things off the tee, you need to find something that goes into the green. So we've got something for that too, right?
Sure do. Brand new iron for us that came out this year is our D7 iron. It is a distance iron, D for distance, in anything that we're doing and across the family, but unique to us, new approach. It was let's find a club, let's find a shape that it sits down behind the ball and appeals to just a broad range of players. So we look at some of the distance irons that have been produced in the past, and we've got a much cleaner, more traditional look. We don't have large features or bold features that denote or show forgiveness or crazy wide soles. And once we got that shape where we wanted it, then it was all about ball speed and distance. And we're getting that ball speed from a couple of different things. One, a new execution of power holes in the sole of the club. There's just multiple rows, 3 rows, and as we get into the long irons, combined with a very thin face. So we are delivering incredible ball speed. We get a larger contact time between the ball and the face, and that just leads to a higher launch angle and overall greater ball speed and distance.
I think what we see a lot of times is people want that forgiveness, but they want something that has more of a classic look, and you really combine that with this product.
Well, I mean, golfers of all ability still need to set something down and feel comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with it, you're never going to hit a great shot. So we're putting an added emphasis upon what that look is, and you'd be surprised that even the highest handicapper down to the tour player, they all have looks that they want to see and achieve. And if we can start from that standpoint and then put the appropriate technologies into the tour player's hands or into the high handicapper's hands, we get a better product out of it.
Now, you mentioned looks. Now, one of the things that we really wanted to see and talk about as well, and it goes into the fact that when we talk about tour and things that your tour players, the better players, are going to see, and that is the new blade.
Yeah, the staff model blade iron. This is a love affair for me. This is part of why I come to Wilson and the heritage and the history of what we're trying to do, and a great iron that we've produced here. About 2 years ago, we first sat down with Brendan Steele, who had been playing our FG 100 irons. Definitely he's a blade player, and when we started talking to him about, well, what things do you like, what things do you want to see improve or get better, and it started out with, first of all, I love the product the way it is. Don't change too much. You're kind of scaring me talking about a new iron, and then we get into some subtleties of some camber and some top lines, and then start looking at the shape of what it is. And we've worked with him over that time to slowly develop the product that you see here. And then the best part about that is, like, as we got to those first prototypes, it was right when we started talking to Gary Woodland, and this was, to me, the closer. For him to come to Wilson is like, we needed an iron that he could play. He fell in love with it and had great results in his first tournament, and then he got to the Century Championships, Tournament of Champions, and should have won. Took an unbelievable effort to knock him out on the final day, but led in greatest regulations and played unbelievably great. So it's just validated all the work that's gone into what this product is.
And there's a lot of classic styling. Like, I'm a big golf equipment nerd. I love looking at like every little aspect of design. I have an old set of like Walter Hagen Wilson blades, and like I see a lot of similarities. Obviously, there's a lot more refinement in this product. You have like the knurling on the hosel. You have the shape, the overall shape. It has that classic Wilson look, and that's really what you're bringing back here with this product.
Well, the challenge is always like, remember our heritage, remember the classic look, and then how to find a way to do it in a modern way. And we have a muscle feature, but it's not arcing and smooth. It's very crisp and defined, and we have a mill cut area, which is a very clean, precise look. But then you do notice things like the fluid feel. We have a fluid feel hosel plug. We have a small diamond pattern that frames the face.
Always looks great.
Well, milled in now with a slightly more detail than maybe it once was. So those are those classic traits done in a very modern way.
Well, awesome. It's great gear. We really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Love it.
Golf to X. Thanks for watching.